First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Blue 58! Blue 58!
They'll go again with Warren. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Rodgers from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
58!
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running on first here with Jacobs. And that one's forward for 1. We'll just get the play off. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at a borderline gimme 3rd down here. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
On the double.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Ready.
On the sneak, it's Love. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Drill, 52.
First down, Packers.
Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got first down here from the 36. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. He scampers ahead for about 4. 2nd down now. Offense to the line fast.
52 blaster.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Faster.
Goes to the hurry up here.
43 rail.
Love now on 1st and 10. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kyle Duggar holding him down. Looking quickly here.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
3rd and long. Here's Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A 38-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through, and they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This will end up as a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
319.
Start with that here with Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Rodgers will look to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
319.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
319.
Rodgers off the play action. And they got home, sent him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4.
Handoff here to Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Receiver gets it on the handout. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done, too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Quick. Ready.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ready.
Going back to Jacobs on 1st down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The runs of them out to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
60 red. Fight 60.
Love from the gun. Brought in right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
A 7-yard gain. And the Packers 1st down.
Ready?
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Can't slip that initial. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go, set. Black 40.
They stick with Jacobs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Got it. Zone ready. 10 black. Smash red. Hut, hut.
Third and long for him here. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Pressure coming. Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Quay Walker.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold, they want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Blue 58. Inside.
They're going for it. It's Rodgers. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth. He's going to throw on first. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get some late points and the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Boswell on to send this away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Ready.
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Drops back. First down, he ran. No gain on that first down run. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Ready.
Play action. Love.
At the 22-yard line.
all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready, ready. 33.
They'll throw, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Punt meets him at the 28. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. First and 10.
319. Back north. 319.
Play action here with Rodgers. That throw behind his intended target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Lines up. 319.
Rodgers to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on fourth.
Also over here.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it at the 30. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
27-yard line.
To kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10.
58.
Run for Warren here to start the third. Has a hole left, room to run. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers throw the lead coming out of halftime.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That is exactly what the doctor orders.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Now this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
52 blast.
Jacobs running behind center. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Love now, off the play action. That's grabbed inside the 30. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Working quickly here.
A gain of 37 yards. And
10 cycles.
first down.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Packers first down.
22 needle.
First and goal, Green Bay.
They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Rail.
Here's Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start the second half with some needed points. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Matt LaFleur with faith in his offense. They're set to try for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point.
He has it! And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
319. Flip it down.
They'll start the drive with Warren. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Right. Flip it down.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10.
319.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Roman Wilson reels it in. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
319. Hey, 88. 319.
Rodgers from the gun. Same guy, Wilson again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Boswell to The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Love on the play fake. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Y'all gotta call my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. You better know Power Rangers.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. A give to Wilson up the middle. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Throwing his Love on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in a hurry up here.
Striker. 3-3. Blue striker.
They are going for this. It's Love. He finds it beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw. Here's Love. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Check pink. Yellow. Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Wilson again. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact if you couldn't do it.
He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing a 4th down. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. McManus sends it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
3
Field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
319. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
To throw again here on 2nd down, Rodgers. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
258. 26.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
28. Packers 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the double.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Goes to the hurry up here.
Was sacked. A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a give to Wilson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Looking quickly here.
10 cycle.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. And this is lofted deep down the middle. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Okay,
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4.
Yellow, go. Black, 95.
They're going to go. It's Love. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
19 yards. And the Packers first down.
Thrown on 1st down. Love. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
4 yards. That's another Packers.
Once more, it's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
this, our last play of the quarter. Back to the air. Love. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Play action. Love. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
58.
Warren running between the tackles. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Set it! 58.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set it! 18. Get 300! Get 300!
From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
58.
Now here's Rogers. He's got his man. This is Austin. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 2 scores, 13.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Brooks now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Love now, off the play action. He's throwing deep to the left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Buying some time right. It's cut right side by Watson. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
15 yards. Let's go for the Packers. 1st down.
Cut.
Love now on 1st and 10. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th.
Okay, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he was able to throw that ball right over their heads.
The kick is
That
good.
one splits the uprights.
The score,
And the Packers get it back to within 6.
28. Brendan McManus to kick off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
258. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before go again. Working quickly here.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
319. Going right. 319.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And good forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
258.
They'll go again with Warren. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. So now here's 3rd and 5.
258.
Looking to throw. Throws caught. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers up by 6. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Love on the play fake. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the hookup with Matthew Golden. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. So it's been a bit of...
Quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
They're going to pass it here. And he put everything he's got behind it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
I'll go over here.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
258.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Wilson on the slant. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Working inside the red zone. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 3 now. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Down. Black, 95. Go red.
back to work after throwing the pick. Trying to push deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Back to throw. And he's going to run in for two. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win.
36.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
319.
Warren here from the gun. Fights his way through a tackle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Back north. 319. Right now. You got 58.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
31-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
319.
He'll look to throw it. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player. And that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.